What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Keto Rewind. I'm Jess. Thanks for clicking on today's video. I have an updated routine for you that I thought I'd share with you today. I've been on this health journey for nearly 5 years now, and I wanted to share what is working for me so that maybe if you're struggling to put together a routine to change the lifestyle that you're on from an unhealthy, maybe more couch potato style to maybe a more exciting new version of you, I thought I'd give some of my tips for you. So, I will say real quick, I'm not a medical doctor, not a personal trainer, not a healthcare professional. This is just how I am changing my old, unhealthy, self-destructive lifestyle to a new, healthier lifestyle that I can not only stick to, but I enjoy and I want to do. Because at the end of the day, you have to want to do this. If not, you're wasting your time. So I thought I've done previous, routine videos in the past, but this one mostly represents me. This is what I've been doing since October. It's what I do every day. And it's so routine now that it feels like me. And when I envisioned myself in the future, what would it look like when I get it together? This is what I imagined, and I'm doing it. So I thought I'd give you a little walking through what I do in a day. So I obviously drop my kids off to school first thing, and then when I come home, I sip my coffee and I pull out my Kindle and I read for at least 30 minutes. Sometimes when I have extra time, I'll even read up to an hour. But that first 30 minutes of my day is with my coffee, my own thoughts, and I'm lost in a book. I'm not watching the news, so I'm getting all paranoid and annoyed and, angry at the world because I don't care, I don't want that in my headspace. I want to go back to the old-fashioned way of just reading a book and starting off your morning right. So that's why I start my morning off reading with a cup of coffee. Then we're here at this point of my day, or part 2 of my day, and that is getting my workout in. Now, I have a gym in my garage, but that's what I like to do. It's easy for me. There's no excuse because I'm here. It's here in my house. If I didn't have a gym in the garage, I could pull on a YouTube video and throw some, some type Pilates workout, a yoga routine, whatever, a dance video, something, and just anything to move my body. But for me, I enjoy strength training, and that's what I do. But you have to do the activity that you want to do. And that's the key of sticking to it. If you look forward to dancing every day for a half an hour to like just burn it all off, I call it burning off my crazy, find something that will burn off your crazy, because then you'll eventually want to stick to it. And then it becomes part of your routine. And then you're not sitting on the couch having your pity party. So, getting off my spiel, I'm gonna go into the kitchen now, and I like to get my water in. So this is something I sip on all day. I'll have at least 2 or 3 of these in a day. The first one is going to be filled with electrolytes, and that's what I sip on during my workout. So for that portion of this video, I want to thank the sponsor, Element, for sponsoring this video. Now, these are the absolute best electrolytes out there, mainly because of the science-backed ratio of electrolytes in each packet. You're getting 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium in each packet. This way, when I am either fasting or if I'm just I need some energy, that helps me get through my workout. It helps me get my water in because it tastes good and it's sugar-free, gluten-free, no artificial flavors, no fillers, no colors, just a great tasting electrolyte. And I am just such a fan for that, especially when I'm doing keto and low carb. So I am having citrus today, but watermelon and raspberry are like my top 2 favorites, but I switch it up because they're all so tasty. But don't take my word for it. You can get this free sample pack with any order, and you can try all the flavors for yourself and find out which one you like. So you can use my link down below to get this free sample pack, and you can use it as many times as you want, but it's only available through me. So go to drinkelement.com/keto rewind. That's drinklmnt.com/keto rewind. Now, I'm just gonna put 1 packet in my water here, and I'll meet you out into the garage, and we'll start phase, 2 of this video. Okay, welcome to my garage, where I have my weight bench, all of my equipment. This particular bar folds up against the wall so we can still put my husband's truck in here. And it only takes up about this much wall space when it's all folded up. So it's pretty cool but it's also my sanctuary out here. So I thought I'd go over my routine and tell you what I do. So I do arms Tuesday, Thursday, and I do legs Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Weekends are free days. Some days I get a workout in on the weekend. Most of the time I'm with my kids' sports, coaching and stuff like that. So I get workouts in other ways. But I thought, being that it's arm day, we'll talk about, you know, like the exercises that I do. So first off, I'm like I said, I'm not a personal trainer. This is just what I do, and that's what's been working for me. You can take these same exercises and do them in a gym if you don't have, you know, a setup like I have. So let me turn the camera around. So I start my workout off with bench press. So I do 8 reps, 8 reps. This is called up the ladder and down the ladder. So I'll do 8, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. Those are the reps. And 25 is what I put, like, the weight on each side of my bar. Right now, so in order to make math easy, I just know that I have to put a 25 on each side of the bar. You know, then when I do my next set of 8, I put 35 pounds on each side, and so on and so forth. So my max bench press right now is 185 total pounds. So I do that for 1 rep. So when I go up the ladder, it's 8 reps, 8 reps, 6 reps, 4, 2, 1, and then I come down the ladder. So I go 2 reps, 4 reps, 6, 8, and 8. So it turns out to a lot of reps, but it's a way to really build the foundation with the lower weights, and then you get up to your max. So, and I typically won't add more weight until that rep that I do for the last one is relatively easy. So I wanted to punch in here at this point in the video because I had a thought in my head that is really relevant that I wanted to share. Now, I have a 45 pound and a 25 on each side. So altogether, this is 185 pounds. Now, the reason I'm even telling you that is not to brag, but the fact is, put some weight in the bar. Don't just do something to be able to do it. You have to fight for it, because part of getting the crazy out, if you're using that term, or the stress, the anxiety, the anger, you know, everything that's all your emotions that are not the best emotions to carry around with you all day, you've got to get them out somehow. And before, I used to be an emotional eater, a stress eater. So I would eat them instead of getting them out. Eating them wasn't healthy. It got me to 309 pounds. So that way wasn't working. So you've got to find a pivot to something that will get it out in a healthier way. So long story short, leave everything that you have at the gym. Use that time that you spend moving your body, get it all out then. Leave nothing for, you know, that when you're out of gym mode or out of walking mode or out of your run, like leave nothing behind. Get it all out so that when you're done with your workout, you feel better. Like, oh, it's such a sense of relief. So when I go to do, you know, this is my max at 185 right now. My head in here right now is, I'm getting everything that made me mad yesterday, that pissed me off, that made me sad, that made me, you know, whatever emotion I had yesterday and up to this point, I'm getting it out right now and that means it might not be a pretty rep. So I'm gonna fight for it because this is part of the process. But at the end of the day, leave nothing behind. Get it out. And that means put some dang weight on the bar. Go faster in your walk. Go faster in your run. You know, just do something to get it out and leave nothing behind that you want to go nibble on in the pantry instead. So I hope that makes sense, but I have to blurp out the actual music that I use because obviously copyright. So we'll put something else in, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to fight for this right now. When it comes to curls, that's when you just take the dumbbell and you do a curl. OHP is overhead press, so I'll do the bar, 3 sets of 10. My tricep one is I use a pulley system that latches onto here, or I'll do a tricep mic exercise, and then I do with the same pulley type thing. I have lats, and I do lawnmowers and push-ups. So, and then for leg day, we'll go through that on leg day, but I'll make another video on leg day, but I essentially do squats, deadlifts, RDLs, leg extensions, hamstring curls, step-ups, and calf raises. And I'll just do that, and it takes me as long as it takes. Some days I can be done in 45 minutes because I'm more focused. Other times I'm savoring it and I have time, and I'll be out here for an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. But I could do this a lot quicker if I just change the amount of reps and change the amount of weights. But right now I have the time, and I'm savoring my workout because it feels good. And along those lines, I usually have my TV bumping in here with music, and it's just like my little sanctuary of me time. So that's basically how I handle my workout. So I'll be out here for the next hour, and I wanted to know if you guys wanted to see an actual workout, like whether I do it in live time, so it's like an hour-long video, or if it's like, you know, like one set of each one of these so you can see basically what I do and then you can copy it. So comment below if that interests you and if you want to see workout videos where I can maybe inspire you guys to see that somebody who is morbidly obese can become healthy, happy, you know, and strong. So I'm gonna get this workout done, and I'll see you back when it's time for dinner, because we're gonna make a delicious recipe that's a high protein chicken casserole. So we'll see you in a few. Okay, so we're gonna make a chicken casserole using a special type of rice. So this is about 2 pounds of rotisserie chicken that's already chopped up, and then I have 3 cups of mixed veggies. I'm doing carrot, broccoli, and cauliflower with a little onion in there too. I'm doing a little extra carbs right now because of my weightlifting, but this is the rice that I'm using. It's lupin flour. It's a high protein pasta. It's gluten-free. It's so delicious and filling, and I'm not affiliated in any way with them, but I will link the product down below. So I'm gonna put 2 cups in my pan here of chicken broth. The recipe calls for 1 cup, but since I'm swapping the pasta portion of this from cauliflower rice to lupin flour rice, I'm gonna up the chicken broth, or the liquid part. So then I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder, give that a stir, and let that come to a simmer for about 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna put the lid on it so that it will come to a simmer, and I'll be back at the next step for 5 minutes or so. So after that's passed, you can see the veggies are just about steamed, if you will, and now it's time to add in the next ingredient. So I'm gonna put the entire bag of the lupin flour pasta. There's 4 servings in the bag, and I'm making 6 total servings in this casserole, so it'll just be a little bonus protein that will beef up the protein content, so it'll be just right. And then I'm gonna add a cup of cream. So mix that around, and this pasta will absorb that liquid, and it'll be so good. So I also added salt and pepper, but I cut that part out. But salt and pepper to taste. So I'm gonna cover it again, and I'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. As soon as that basically comes to a boil. And at that point, I'm gonna add some mayonnaise and some apple cider vinegar. And I'm swapping, the recipe calls for lemon juice, but I always like to use apple cider vinegar in place of lemon juice. So once that's in there and it's nice and bubbly, I'm gonna add that mayonnaise and apple cider vinegar mixture, and it just gives it that little boost of flavor that makes this dish all come together. So plop that in there, and then I'm gonna turn the heat off, and we're gonna transfer this on top of the chicken that's in my casserole dish. But before I do that, let me mix that in, the mayonnaise mixture, mix that in, and then dump it all over your chicken. And the chicken is pre-cooked. This is from a rotisserie chicken, by the way. So I'm gonna spread that in there, mix it just a little bit so the chicken's incorporated. The pasta will be about 80% done at this point. It's gonna finish in the oven. So there should be a little bite left to the pasta. And then I'm gonna top it with 2 cups of cheese of your choice. And in this case, I've used, I think it was like a 3 cheddar blend of shredded cheese. Normally I would shred my own, but I just didn't have time today. We have volleyball and basketball for my kids, both of them. So that's tonight. So we're gonna cut corners where we can. So anyways, I'm gonna cover this with foil, aluminum foil, bake it at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. And then for that last 10 minutes, I'll take the foil off and let it just, you know, bubble up and finish. So there's the finished product after a half an hour. Oh my gosh, this was one of my kids' favorite or most requested dishes. So, and that's my plate. So this one was so good, kid friendly. Everybody loved it. And yeah, so anyways, recipe link down below. Don't forget you can order your free sample pack of electrolytes using my link below. See you at the next one. I'm Jess. You're watching Keto Rewind. Bye-bye.